Let me start with question number one. What the hell were you thinking?
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 most shocking British movie star scandals.
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at British actors past and present who made headlines with their bad behaviour, and sometimes somebody else's. Which celeb scandal shocked you the most? And who recovered best? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Robert Pattinson gets cheated on. Twilight fever had not yet simmered down when in 2012, Kristen Stewart was papped steaming up the windows of a car with a man who was not our Pats. The British actor played the on-screen love of Stewart's life, and off-screen they had been dating for 3 years. Pattinson was, at this point, one of the most lusted-after men in the world, and the fans were enraged to think that his actual girlfriend would betray him so publicly. The other man was fellow Brit Rupert Sanders, who directed Kristen Stewart in Snow White and the Huntsman. Despite the fact that he was a 41-year-old married man in a position of power, it was the 22-year-old actress who caught most of the flack. Number 9. Laurence Olivier and Vivien Leigh. Celebrated British thespian Sir Laurence Olivier met Vivien Leigh on the set of Fire Over England in 1936. The pair fell instantly in love, despite the inconvenient fact that they were both married to other people. Olivier would later say that the affair wasn't just out of lust, this was love that I really didn't ask for, but was drawn into. Divorcing their respective spouses, the actors married 4 years later. The world was shocked and disapproving, but there was further scandal to come. Leigh suffered from mental health issues throughout her life, and her condition, which we now know to be bipolar disorder, steadily worsened throughout her marriage to Olivier. After 20 years and numerous affairs, the tumultuous marriage finally came to an end. Number 8. Paul Bettany and Johnny Depp's texts. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial may go down as the biggest celebrity scandal of the decade. Nobody came out of it looking good, even incidental characters such as British actor Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany's a good friend that you've done drugs with, right?
That's a strange question.
The MCU star became embroiled in the infamous libel trial when some texts surfaced which detailed an unpleasant exchange between him and Depp. In the messages, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor expresses a desire to burn Amber Heard. Bettany jokes back that perhaps they should do a drowning test first. Things take a darker turn when Depp replies what he'd afterwards do to her burnt remains. Bettany may have only been trying to lighten the mood, but when viewed in the cold light of the courtroom, they weren't very nice. Number 7. Lily James and Dominic West. Cinderella star Lily James has barely been off our screens in recent years, but in 2020 she was photographed looking cosy with married co-star Dominic West. The pair were papped on the back of a scooter in Rome, but the day after the pictures were released, West and his wife issued a statement that their marriage was still going strong. So what happened there then? Were they having an affair? Or was it all a big publicity stunt? Soon after, it was announced that West had been cast as Prince Charles in The Crown, and Lily James, in a career departure for her, was due to play Pamela Anderson in Pam and Tommy. Coincidence? Maybe. Number 6. The Branagh, Thompson, Bonham-Carter love triangle. Back in the day, Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson were the power couple of the British acting world. But in 1994, Branagh allegedly began an affair with Helena Bonham Carter on the set of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. In 2018, Thompson referred to the affair while discussing her famous Love Actually scene. She said, "I had my heart very badly broken by Ken, so I knew what it was like to find the necklace that wasn't meant for me. It wasn't exactly that, but we've all been through it." The actress has since made her peace with Bonham Carter and levelled up romantically, marrying Greg Wise, who she met on the set of Sense and Sensibility. Number 5. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. Another classic Hollywood couple whose love affair caused a scandal, Welsh actor Richard Burton first met Elizabeth Taylor at a Hollywood party in 1953. He thought she was too bloody much. She thought he was swaggering and vulgar. But almost 10 years later, they would fall madly in love on the set of the legendary flop Cleopatra. Their affair scandalized Hollywood and devastated their spouses, stirring up a crazy amount of publicity. Their extravagance and their arguments were both legendary, but the torrid romance couldn't last forever. In 1974, they got divorced, although they did get married again a year later, and then divorced again the year after that. Taylor reportedly told a friend, "I don't want to be that much in love ever again." Number 4. Jude Law and the Nanny. Jude Law began his whirlwind romance with Sienna Miller on the set of Alfie in 2003. A year later, he proposed on Christmas Day. So far, so romantic. But within a matter of months, an expose in the Sunday Mirror revealed that Law was having an affair with his children's nanny, Daisy Wright. Wright's tell-all interview provided all the gory details and even gave the paper access to her personal diary. To add insult to injury, she claimed that Law's ex-wife had also been aware of the affair, as one of the children had walked in on the couple in bed together. The actor was forced to confess to his infidelities and issued a public apology to a devastated Miller and both their families. Number 3. Christian Bale's rant. They say never meet your favourite actors, but if this infamous rant is anything to go by, you probably shouldn't work with them either. Back in 2009, Christian Bale was filming Terminator Salvation when a recording of his rant at a crew member hit the headlines. In the recording, the Welsh-born actor unleashes an expletive-filled tirade on the unsuspecting director of photography.
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you!
The DP had apparently walked into his shot and Bale was not happy. The crew remained surprisingly calm and measured when faced with Bale's entitled attitude and explosive temper. But the public were less inclined to excuse the behaviour.
I'm gonna f***ing kick your ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right?
Bale responded to the tape admitting, "I was out of order beyond belief. I make no excuses for it." Number 2. Noel Clarke allegations. Some celebrity controversies are more depressing than others, and the Noel Clarke scandal definitely falls into that category. Thanks to his self-proclaimed efforts to put inclusivity and diversity at the forefront of his work, fans thought he was one of the good guys. But then, in 2021, just days before he was presented with a BAFTA for Outstanding British Contribution to Cinema, multiple allegations against the actor and filmmaker were made public. 20 women who previously worked with Clarke came forward to break their silence on his past behaviour. The allegations, which he denies, paint him as a bully and a sexual predator, who has repeatedly misused his position of power and held naked auditions which he filmed and shared without consent. In March of 2022, the Metropolitan Police ceased their investigations on Clarke, leaving many to question what happened. Number 1. Hugh Grant is caught with a sex worker.
Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Grant.
The year was 1995. British movie star Hugh Grant was at the beginning of a promising professional career. 4 Weddings and a Funeral had been a runaway hit and made him a household name. In his personal life, he was dating Liz Hurley, who was considered to be one of the most beautiful women in the world. And then he messed up.
Let me start with question number 1. What the hell were you thinking?
Grant was arrested for lewd conduct in a car with sex worker Divine Brown. The papers had a field day and that mugshot became infamous. Grant's upfront confession on the Jay Leno show helped to salvage the situation, but his nice guy reputation was gone forever.
I think you know in life pretty much what's a good thing to do and what's a bad thing, and I did a bad thing, and there you have it.
Probably stopped him from getting typecast though.
Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.